I laid in my bed for 12 days and 6 hours until my father walked in and said, "You have to stand back up." He had brought me enough food and water for nearly 2 weeks to keep me alive. He sat outside of my door and listened to my quiet sobbing for 12 days and 6 hours. He knew half of the food was hidden under my bed, so when he would come in, he would grab it and not say a word. I was 14 years old. And now it was time to stand back up. There was no plan after I stood back up. There was a brief moment where my legs forgot how to walk and my brain forgot how to stay awake, but my father stood there and walked with me down the stairs. By the end of the staircase, I fell to my knees and started sobbing, and he said, "At least you stood back up. You will not heal in one day. You will not be cured in 10 minutes, but in 10 minutes time, you can stand back up and walk down the stairs. You can move your depression to a different room in the house. You can cry on the stairs instead of your pillow. You can find somebody who is willing to take your hand and walk with you to a different room because your legs are too weak to do it on their own." I wouldn't be alive if my father did not make me stand back up. I would not have made it this far if he didn't bring me food and water to last me for years in that godforsaken room that was filled with my depression. I was lucky enough to receive treatment 5 different times, but out of those 5 times, the only person that grabbed my hand and walked me back down the stairs time and time again was my father. I am so incredibly lucky to have that experience, and if you don't, stand up anyways. Move your depression to a different room. Cry on the stairs instead. It will not cure you, but it won't kill you. It will not heal you, but it will help you, because eventually you will stand back up and you will find your keys and you will get in your car and drive to the grocery store. Because eventually you will stand back up and you will go to a job interview and you will get hired. Because eventually it will have been years since you considered never standing up again, and all of a sudden you are running, and all you have to do right now is stand up. And if for nothing else, that eventually it will be your turn to hold somebody's hand while they walk down the stairs for the first time in 12 days and 6 hours, because I am now 21 years old and somebody asked me, "How do I stand back up?" And I knew how.